Have you ever felt the heat of anger boiling within, only to wish you could turn it down like a thermostat? What if I told you it's not only possible but within your reach to understand and manage this intense emotion? Think about those everyday moments that spark anger. A disagreement at home, a setback at work, or just the frustrations of daily life. What's really happening inside us during these times? How do we handle these fiery emotions without losing our cool or hurting those around us? For me, unraveling the mysteries of anger was life-changing. It's not just about finding out why we get angry, but also discovering effective ways to manage it. Through real-life examples, easy-to-follow frameworks, and some engaging interactions, we're going to delve into the world of anger management together. Are you ready to explore how understanding anger can be a turning point in your life, just as it was in mine? Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and transformation. Anger, often seen as just an outburst, is much more. It's a complex emotion, a response to feeling threatened, wronged, or powerless. But what really goes on inside us when anger takes hold? Imagine this. You're running late for an important meeting, and just as you're about to leave, you spill coffee on your shirt. Frustration surges through you. That's anger in its simplest form, responding to an unexpected obstacle. At its core, anger is a survival mechanism. Our brains signal a threat, real or perceived, and our bodies react. It's the fight-or-flight response in action. But in today's world, where physical threats are less common, anger often arises from emotional or psychological triggers. Let's take a common scenario. You post something online and receive a negative comment. Your immediate reaction might be anger. Why? Because your brain perceives this as a threat to your social standing or self-esteem. Understanding these triggers is the first step in managing anger. By recognizing what sets off our anger, we can start to take control of our reactions rather than letting them control us. Before we move on to some simple and practical anger handling techniques, let's debunk some common myths about anger and share some surprising facts. This part might change the way you think about anger forever. Myth number 1. Anger always leads to aggression. Not true. Anger is a natural emotion, and it doesn't always result in aggressive behavior. Think about the last time you felt angry. Maybe you were cut off in traffic. Did you always react aggressively, or did you sometimes just sigh and wish for better driving etiquette? What's your take on this? Have you experienced anger that didn't lead to aggression? Drop your stories in the comments. Here's a fascinating fact. Anger can sometimes improve relationships. Surprised? It's all about how you express it. Constructive anger, when communicated respectfully, can lead to problem-solving and better understanding between people. Remember the last time you expressed your frustration to a friend in a calm way, leading to a deeper conversation? Let's bust another myth. Venting anger is always helpful. It's a common belief, but venting anger, especially in harmful ways, can actually escalate the situation and increase your anger. It's like adding fuel to a fire. Have you ever regretted a moment when you vented anger in a way that made things worse? Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts on this. Your insights could help someone else see things differently. Anger, a universal emotion, can be challenging, but research has shown us various ways to manage it effectively. Let's explore some scientifically backed strategies. Firstly, let's look at the method progressive muscle relaxation. Find a quiet place. Sit or lie down in a quiet and comfortable space. Tense and relax. Start from your toes and gradually move up to your head, tensing each muscle group for a few seconds, then relaxing. Breathe deeply. As you move through each muscle group, focus on deep, slow breaths. Notice the calm. Feel the difference in your body and mind as you relax each muscle. Another effective approach is expressive writing. Set aside time. Dedicate a few minutes each day to write about your emotions. Write uninhibitedly. Express your feelings about anger-inducing events without worrying about grammar or style. Reflect. After writing, take a moment to reflect on what you've written and how you feel. Plan for change. Use these insights to plan how you might handle similar situations in the future. How do these techniques resonate with you? Share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Let's look at the cognitive restructuring technique. This involves changing the way you think about situations that trigger your anger. Here's how you can practice it. Identify triggers. Pay attention to situations that consistently make you angry. Challenge your thoughts. When you feel anger rising, ask yourself, are my thoughts factual or are they exaggerated? Reframe your thoughts. Replace aggressive or irrational thoughts with more balanced and rational ones. Practice regularly. The more you practice, the more automatic this process becomes. Integrating these strategies into your life can help you respond to anger in healthier, more productive ways. Anger in relationships can be challenging, but with the right approach, we can transform tense moments into opportunities for growth and understanding. Let's delve into how we can do this. Picture a family dinner where a comment sparks an argument. This is where the shift from reaction to response is crucial. Here's a step-by-step approach. Pause and acknowledge. Recognize the rising anger and pause. This moment of pause is your first step towards control. Empathize. Try to understand the other person's perspective. Ask yourself, what might they be feeling or trying to express? Communicate calmly. Express your feelings without blame. Use I statements like, I feel upset when, rather than you always. Listen actively. Give the other person a chance to explain their side and listen without interrupting. Seek resolution. Work together to find a solution or agree to revisit the discussion when emotions are less heated. I'm curious to hear your experiences. Have you tried these steps in a similar situation? How did it change the outcome? Share your stories in the comments. In the workplace, a clash with a colleague can lead to a stressful environment. Here's how to handle it. Identify the trigger. What exactly sparked your anger? Is it a misunderstanding, a difference in work style, or something else? Respond, don't react. Take time to formulate a constructive response instead of an immediate reaction. Seek common ground. Focus on the mutual goal, a successful project, a harmonious team, and work towards that. Professional assistance. If needed, involve a mediator or supervisor to facilitate a resolution. Remember, managing anger in relationships isn't just about keeping the peace. It's about building a foundation of mutual respect and empathy. Every effort you make to manage your anger can strengthen your connections with others. You have the power to make a change, to shape your emotions, and to create the life you desire. Embrace this journey with courage and optimism. The path to managing anger is as rewarding as it is challenging, and believe in your ability to walk it with grace and strength. We now know that anger is not just a fleeting emotion, it's a signal, a message from our inner selves. And remember the frameworks we discussed. Whether it's taking a moment to pause and reflect, empathizing with others, or channeling energy into physical activity, are more than just techniques. They're pathways to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Let us think about how mastering your anger can open doors to deeper connections with others, to a more harmonious life at home and at work. Envision the peace and clarity that comes from handling conflicts with grace and understanding. So, what will your first step be? Share your commitment in the comments. Let's create a community of support and encouragement. Together, we can redefine our relationship with anger, turning it from a challenge into an opportunity for personal growth and stronger relationships.